for the next half an hour, and I'm going to be sharing with you the monumental shift that is happening here on Earth in 2023. This Friday, well, if you're watching this on January 10th, this Friday, the 13th of January 2023, there is a video that I'm going to be uploading where I will be sharing with you the spiritual unions and the divine unions that will be coming together, and why this year is a year where many people will meet their divine partner. In today's video, we're actually going to do a massive overview, an umbrella of all the main topics, the main themes that we are going to be seeing in 2023, and what this is going to mean for you, how it's going to impact you, what it could bring up for you, the changes that you may experience or see happen within your own life. More importantly, what you need to do in order to prepare, and what this means for you. What does it mean now as we're walking into this new chapter of your life? The number 7, from a numerology perspective, actually indicates a new chapter. Every single one of us is actually opening a new chapter of our own books, and we're each going to be feeling that individually on our own, but we're also going to be seeing it happen collectively. Some of the main themes that we are going to be experiencing are going to be not limited to the following, but just on a very high level. Intuition being really illuminated for many of us, many of you, even an increased level of intuition. Dreams like you've never had before, dreams where you are literally, how can I explain this to you? What's going to happen is, like, you're going to dream something today, and then it's going to start happening for you in the next couple of days. Okay, that's how quickly it's going to be happening for you. One of the other things that you're going to be seeing as well is a lot of introspection, a lot of self-reflection, a lot of being able to go inward and really work through the challenges, the obstacles, the difficulties that you have been going through. Let's call them the traumas, the triggers, okay? The things that have been happening in your life that stop you from being able to transform your life. Hello everyone, welcome. My name is Charlene, Lizette. Whether you're new or whether you're returning, a massive thank you to you. Drop an emoji in the comments to let me know that you are here, that you can hear me okay. For those of you that are watching the replay, hello, hi. I hope you are doing very well. The glasses are back. For those of you that have been around for a while, you all remember I would wear these glasses when I would do the Tuesday lives or some of the readings. They are back today because the light has been, I've been sensitive to the light today. I've also been on the screen a lot today. I was editing some of the videos, and so I wanted to just honor and respect my eyes, my eyeballs today. I am going to jump on and see what you all are saying in the chat. Sometimes here on the camera that I'm recording on, you can't really see everything super clearly, and the conversation really goes away. So let's find out, how are you all feeling in 2023 so far? Drop maybe 1 or 2 words of what you have been feeling and what you have been seeing come up for you this year. Okay, so let me know while I do this all the time. I love that. And I'm gonna grab my little book as well to make sure that I don't miss any of the themes. It's gonna be a quickie today because I have to pick up my son at 3 o'clock. But I do want to be able to give you this information. Make sure you, if you haven't already, click subscribe, and make sure you also turn the bell notifications on, because on Friday there will be a new video, okay, that's going to be uploaded on the channel. And obviously on Thursday we're also going to be going live as well. All right, so I can see there's a little bit of lag in Mercury retrograde. Surprise. Okay, so somebody said, oh, I thought, Christina, I thought you said staying hydrated, and I was actually going to say to you, more water. And then Alexander just wrote that. Okay, do you see the synchronicities? We're all really feeling it here. This year, more than ever, our connection to water is going to be amplified. If you are the type of person, and I'll tell you why in a minute. If you are the type of person who doesn't necessarily drink a lot of water, start doing that now. I have been getting a repetitive message from the tarot when I've been pulling cards that we need to consume more water as human beings. And not just me, myself, but like also you. Water, water, water. So go get yourself some water. Stay hydrated. If you're watching me on a mobile or on your laptop, literally pick me up, take me with you as you get into your kitchen and pour yourself some water, okay? I've got these cool, really incandescent, like iridescent? Yeah, little cups here. Water is so important, and part of the reason why our connection to water, the necessity for drinking more water and consuming more water, all boils down to the fact that this year in numerology it's a number 7, and 7 in numerology is connected to number 7 in the tarot. Tarot is a chariot. The chariot is the moon. It is Cancer. The moon directly impacts our water here on earth. Water is our emotions. It is our feelings. It is our intuition. It is how we emote, how we show up emotionally out into this world. And as we are going through this rite of passage, as we are entering this new chapter of our lives, not only as a collective, but individually, we will be called, and you will be called, to really tap in to your intuition, to your spiritual vessel. Okay, there are 4 pillars of the self, and I'll be teaching this in a video. This is one of the foundations to my teachings. It's to my core teachings, and the pillars of self, which are the foundation of anything that we do in this life, are the physical self, or the physical vessel, the emotional vessel, the mental vessel, and the spiritual vessel. This year, we are learning how to connect the 4: the mind, the body, the spirit. And through that, evolve spiritually and connect not just with your higher self, but with source consciousness, with the code that intertwines, that is interconnected within all of us. It's what connects you to me and me to you, what connects you to everyone that is here together. The reason why you walk through, whether it be at the grocery store, at your school, or at work, and you feel tuned in and tapped into certain people. Those are the invisible threads, the lines that tether every single one of us together. And if we were to look at this world from a bird's eye view, you're going to see that there is an interconnection within all of us. It's invisible to our 3D eye. But once we start tuning in and tapping in spiritually, once we raise our awareness, raise our consciousness, we start to be able to see the connections within everything. How every single person plays a role, how every single person could be a main character in your life, or a backup character in your life, or a background character. But every single individual that you interact with, every person that you meet, every conversation that you have is meant to teach you something as much as you're meant to teach them something. And that is what this year is all about. There is a monumental shift that will be happening this year, where every single person will start understanding the importance of fighting for what they believe in. Fighting for what you believe in. And this goes beyond social justice warrior energy, okay? And if any of you are SJWs, I don't know what to tell you, but it goes beyond that, because there is a deeper level in understanding that when you are in a social justice warrior, or when you try to advocate for social justice in one way or another, what you are really doing is going up against the machine rather than understanding how to dismantle the machine. So it's like trying to wage a war for tit for tat rather than getting under the underbelly of the beast and finding the weakness. And that is what this Aries energy is all about. And someone just actually commented that Chiron is an Aries. Absolutely. We're also having the nodes shift astrologically into Aries North Node. So the warrior within everyone is going to be awakened. And I talked about this a little bit I think in last week's live, but I wanted to just dabble on it a little bit more because it's so important for you to realize that within your life, there are things every day that you are experiencing that are connected to your traumas, that are connected to your triggers, that are connected to your wounds that stop you from believing that you deserve certain things in your life, that stop you from unlocking your dream life, that stop you from being able to manifest the things that you desire, whether it be more money, whether it be love, whether it be stability, security, self-love. It doesn't matter, whatever those themes are that you are wanting to manifest but are struggling to manifest, those are all the things that are going to be awakened for you this year with Chiron and Aries, and also with the nodes shifting into Aries. Where do you currently play small? Where are you allowing your wounds, your triggers, your insecurities to limit you from being able to accept and embrace that which you desire and you deserve? That's some really powerful shit. And now I'm going to be vulnerable here with you for a minute. You all know, if you've been coming to these for a little bit now, because they've become a thing here on the channel every Tuesday and Thursday, that normally these videos start at 2 o'clock. I either start at 1:30 or 2, depending on the day. And you all can see I'm a half hour late. I started today at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's why we're only going to do a half hour. And the reason why I started late is because I spent from 1 to 2 crying. I had a major epiphany. And that epiphany, that undoing, that unraveling that leads to healing, that is what every single one of you will be experiencing in one of the aspects of your life. And that's why you're going into this new chapter. That's why it's a rite of passage for you all. Because it's finally the time to undo the suffering, to undo the traumas. It doesn't mean that life is going to be easy peasy lemon squeezy, that we're going to be, walking on sunshine and everything is going to be okay and we're never going to experience any form of adversity or difficulty or challenge anymore in this world. On the contrary, the journey of life is understanding that it is through the adversity, through the challenges, and through the difficulties where we become empowered, where we learn, and when we gain our confidence and our self-love and our self-worth. But what will be happening in 2023 is the acknowledgement. It's the realization of how many times you have allowed your wounds to drag you down. How many times you have actively, consciously or unconsciously, tethered yourself to the chains, the shackles, the lies, and started to believe them. Whether you've been in an abusive relationship, whether you had a toxic upbringing with your parents, whether you grew up poor, whether you feel like you're not financially worthy of anything, whether you feel like you're not worthy of love, whether you feel like you need to completely heal before you can attract love. All those chains are breaking free this year. And that's something really special. So I know some of you were sharing in the comments section, and I love being interactive with you all when we're doing these lives. Well, some of you were sharing some of the things that you're feeling. So I want to dive into those a little bit, okay? So for those of you that are just tuning in, and if you missed it from the beginning, I was talking about some of the major themes that are happening for 2023 on an individual basis, okay? Many of you will be meeting your divine partners. This doesn't mean that you're going to necessarily start dating them or get married or have any higher level of commitments. For some of you, absolutely, but for others of you, not so much. It means that you're going to be aligning. Whether it's becoming friends, whether it's having that first conversation, whether it's starting to date, whether it's starting to build on the relationship, little by little as the year progresses. The individual stories will all be different, the journeys. However, the connection will be happening. Particularly for those of you that have been doing the work, that have taken the last couple of years to really honor your vessel, to get to know who you are, to understand what it is that you want in a relationship and what it is that you can offer in a relationship. So if you've been looking for a relationship, drop an emoji. If you've been wondering where your divine partner is, drop an emoji in the comments so you can see that you're not alone in this. The reason why so many of you are going to be meeting with your divine partners and finally like tethering together here in the 3D is because of the work that you are meant to do. Any divine partnership has work. There is an essence of being of service. It's okay, Shannon. I was crying. When I tell you I was ugly crying, that's why I also have the glasses on, because like my eyes are poofy from crying, and therefore like the light is sensitive into my eyes. I was sobbing. It was a good time. Sometimes you gotta let out a good cry. You know, it's interesting too, because the moon, I think, I'm pretty sure the moon is in Virgo. It was tears. It was good. It needed to happen. It was cathartic. Another main theme that's going to be happening is the connection and the higher connection to your spirituality. Shannon, I was there laughing, crying, because it was an epiphany moment. It was an aha moment that I had. If it helps you to connect, if it helps you to understand more about the journey, I'm happy to be vulnerable and share certain aspects of this epiphany that I had, but I don't want to make it about me. So that's why I'm sharing with you what it's going to mean for you. As you start connecting with your spirituality on a deeper level, as you integrate and embody what it means to be spiritual, you're going to start realizing and seeing the importance of spirituality, not just as from a physical perspective, but also an emotional, a mental perspective as well. And how your spirituality, your spiritual beliefs, your spiritual practice, your rituals, whatever they're going to look like for you, because every single one of you have different, right? Some of you may meditate, some of you may journal, some of you may do the both, some of you may do yoga, some of you may, tap into crystals and astrology and healing. Like spirituality is such a wide umbrella, right? As you start working through your rituals, as you start implementing them more and more, or maybe you're just beginning, right? You're beginning to implement these rituals into your life. Maybe you've recently decided that you're going to pick up a deck of tarot and you're going to start learning how to connect with tarot, right? For more insight, for more self-awareness, and to tune in and tap into your inner wisdom. Maybe for some of you, you've never journaled in your life and you're going to start journaling now and make it part of a ritualistic practice every morning, right? Part of your routine. Maybe for others of you, it's yoga. Maybe for others of you, it's therapy. Like it's going to be very different for all of you. But the connection to your spirituality, the integration, the deepening of your spirituality will help you in your healing, will help you in seeing, will help you in understanding, will help you in forgiving. Not necessarily forgiving others, that may be an aspect of it, but forgiving yourself. How much guilt and shame, resentment, anger, frustration do you hold on to that you harbor against yourself? And how does that limit you? How does that bound you? How does that stop you? We live in a society that fuels self-deprecation. Get Botox, make sure you look like this, make sure you have this, make sure you do this, make sure your hair is like this and your clothes is like this and your body's like this and right? We're bombarded with it all the fucking time. How can you right now in these moments start tuning into you? Who are you authentically? How does your connection to your spiritual vessel, to your spiritual practices and your routines, how does that positively support you? Because that connection to mind, body, and spirit is going to be amplified this year, where you're no longer going to be allowing other people's opinions, perceptions of you to be impacting you. You're going to be taking a step back and going, wait a damn minute. That person thinks I'm fat, but like, I don't feel like I'm fat. So why am I going to start looking at myself in the mirror thinking that I'm fat? That ideology, that perspective, that opinion, that perception, it doesn't belong to me. It's not mine. Right? It's going to be these internal dialogues. And you have to remember that from a numerology perspective, number 7 is introspection. It's seclusion. It's isolation. Because it's during these times, right? It's during these times of introspection, of self-reflection, of isolation, of reflecting your whole life and how you've gotten to where you are today, that will give you the power, that will give you the clarity, that will give you the answers on how you are going to move forward and what you are leaving fucking behind. Goodbye, good riddance. It doesn't belong to me. And you will have this unwavering faith to remember that the power does not lie outside. The power lies inside. You are the power. You are the light. No one can extinguish your light unless you let them. And this year, we're no longer letting people extinguish our light. Those of you that have been doing the work, those of you that have been really sitting with the shit, right? I like to call it the shit under the rug that we shove under there, pretending that, if I shove the shit under the rug, it's gone. I don't have to deal with it. I don't have to sit with it. I don't have to clean it up. I don't have to do something with it. Well, the more that we shove shit under the rug, the more that fucking rug is going to stink with that shit in it. So sometimes you got to sit with the shit and then we got to clean up the shit. And that's what you're doing this year. You're cleaning up the monsters in the closet, the things that you don't, illuminate in your life, that keep you bound, that keep you chained, the shit that you shove under the rug, whatever analogy you want to use, all those things are going to be surfacing. And for some of you, they already have been surfacing. You've been working through it. And this is the year where it's taking the reins. I talk about it in the video that I'm posting on Friday, but have you ever seen that in the Chariot Tarot card? I'm going to grab it actually. Hold on. Oops. Let's see what you all are saying. Yes, Alexander, believe it. Write it down. Alexander was just saying, I'm just reading what he was saying. He or she was saying that they believe that this is the year that they're going to manifest a divine partner. So write down what your divine partner looks like, what they do for work, what they like to eat, what you all do together in a relationship, how you are of service to them in the relationship, what can you offer them, and what do you seek from them? And don't put I want, I wish, it would be nice. Write down the sentences as if they're already happening. For example, my boyfriend and I love going to the gym together. I don't have a boyfriend, by the way. That's a real life manifestation hack I just did there. Speak it into existence. My boyfriend and I love going to the gym together. We are workout buddies. We love matching our gym outfits. We're geeky like that. My boyfriend loves to cook and I love to clean, or vice versa. I'll cook and he'll clean. We have a very balanced relationship together. So do you see those words that you put out into the universe? Speak them into existence. Because what will happen is, as you start putting yourself out there, as you start dating, as you start connecting, you'll start seeing really quickly the people that don't align with your divine partner. If we use the example of what I just said, right? That my boyfriend and I love going to the gym together and we love matching our outfits. If I meet somebody who maybe I'm attracted to, maybe there's a certain level of chemistry there, but they turn around and tell me, I like to go to the gym by myself. I don't ever want to see you at the gym when I'm at the gym. That ain't my person. Right? If I'm dating somebody and all of a sudden I realize that I'm doing all the heavy lifting in the relationship, I'm cooking, I'm cleaning, I'm like basically his fucking mother, guess what? That ain't my relationship. So do you see how putting it out into the world, speaking it into existence, not only helps you to align energetically with your divine partner, but also helps you to be able to, what's the word I'm looking for here? Push away, shove away. There's a word I'm looking for it. Eliminate, remove the people that you end up meeting that aren't in alignment with your divine partner. And thank you so much, everyone, for the compliments on these glasses. If you were just jumping on and catching this video, I was actually saying that I was wearing them because I was crying for the last hour. And that's why this video is going to be short and sweet. Okay, so key themes: introspection, emotions, analysis, intuition, reflection, seclusion, research, faith. We talked about that. Your connection to spirituality. All the things that are frustrating and difficult in your life are going to be cleared out of your life. For some of you, that's going to feel really fucking uncomfortable. How many of you are in jobs right now that you hate, but you're there because it's a paycheck? And you're complacent because you're scared to leave your job. I'm not saying this to fearmonger, but some of you may very well be leaving those jobs, either because you're realizing your worth and you're going after the jobs that you desire, or because you're going to get fired or let go, or the company's going to have some restructuring, or they're going to close down. The universe is really, and Carlos, you were in the live last year or last week when we were talking about, divine intervention and what's free will and, when the universe intervenes, etc. This is a year where the universe is going to start intervening in people's lives for their own growth, for their own empowerment, so that they can recognize and realize the power that exists within them, the light that exists within them. I never understood in the beginning why I had to go through this journey of doing the tarot in the beginning here on YouTube, and then watching my following count drop, and going through the last 6 months, which have been really challenging here for me anyways, right? It's been uncomfortable for me to step into this, to be a teacher to you all, to share my wisdom, to share my knowledge. Okay, but it's also something that I know I need to do, and I talked about that in the other video, so I don't want to get too much into it today. But everything always happens for a reason. Like, there's these little moments, right, that lead to these bigger epiphanies. And this year is the year where the collective, where humanity starts focusing on their sacred calling, starts looking into sacred knowledge, starts evolving, starts researching, starts learning. The empowerment, the evolution, the awareness, the consciousness that everyone is going to be experiencing is going to come from learning. Not just from watching me, but from reading books, from watching other spiritual teachers, from maybe getting coaching and mentorship. This is a year where you all are going to be seeking the answers. To seek, to uncover, to peel away, to understand on a deep level. One must surrender to everything that they know or they think they know, in order to receive everything that they have been wanting. So this means education is going to play a huge role. For those of you that are into astrology, the 3rd and the 9th house in the astrological wheel will be illuminated. So go take a look at your own natal chart and see what's hanging out in your 3rd house and your 9th house, because that's the sacred knowledge, the deeper wisdom, the philosophy, the learnings. Anything that is an obstacle in your life, whether it be a romantic partner, a dead-end job, a toxic ex, an abusive person, whatever obstacles exist in your life right now that are feeling like they are restricting you, victorious, free, removal. And the reason why they're going to be removed, I'm trying to find the Chariot here. Will you show me the Chariot? In my favorite deck that never likes to do what I ask it to do. This is the OG deck, the one I started the channel with. Okay, come on, please. Pretty please. Can you show me the Chariot? You're literally showing me every card but the Chariot. You are so funny. So funny, deck. There it is. Thank you. Look at the Chariot card, okay? Hold on. Let me get it for you. The charioteer is holding on to the reins. Figuratively speaking, it is time for you to take back the reins of your life. This doesn't mean that you're going to be trying to control external outcomes. This does mean that you're going to start taking accountability, responsibility, and control for your life. It's going to show up absolutely different for every single one of you. Maybe for some of you, you hate the way that your body looks. So you're going to be working on self-love. For some of you, that might mean going to the gym. Others of you eating healthy. Others of you changing the way that you view your body, working on your, self-love, your body image issues. For others of you, it's maybe the way that you approach relationships. Maybe some of you are afraid. Oh my God, did we hit 30 minutes? Oh my God. Yes, it is. Okay, hold on, you guys. Give me 1 minute. I'm going to quickly wrap this up. For some of you, this could be the way that you approach relationships. And I'm going to talk more about that in the video on Friday. Okay. For others of you, it's going to be about how you don't show up in confidence, in advocating for yourself, in speaking up for yourself, or how you allow your mom, your dad, the media, your neighbors, your teachers, your friends, all to influence the way that you live your life rather than living the life how you wanted to live it. Because that is the cycle that we are walking into. We are walking into a new phase of our lives, a new chapter of the life, of your life, of this world. So as you start seeing these themes show up in your life more and more, it's up to you to do the work. It's up to you to start writing down and asking yourself, like I saw some of you say, Carlos, we can do numerology on Thursday, okay? So you all make sure you click the bell notifications on Thursday. I'll come live and we'll talk more about the numerology of this year. I'll change the subject of this title and I'll do numerology specifically on Thursday. Some of you are talking about your triggers. So what are those triggers? What are those fears, right? How are you taking shortcuts in your life, expecting other people to fix your problems rather than you fixing them yourself? How are you and what are you willing to do in order to put in the energy to work through the obstacles, the challenges, and the difficulties that are happening in your life? These are all the things, right? Somebody said they were stressed. Where is your stress originating from? Grab a notebook, right? Write it down. I'll leave you with this last little tip before I jump off. Write stress, and then write all the things that create stress. And then as you write down the things that are creating stress or that are creating sadness, that are making you upset, that are causing you regret, fear, any of those lower vibrational emotions, right? Write down and all the things that are causing that. And then figure out how you can transmute it or remove it from your life. All right, you guys, I know this video was short and sweet. I wanted to get on here and say hello to all of you. On Thursday, we will be diving deep into the numerology, and I will show up earlier on Thursday to make sure that we get we'll do an hour and a half on Thursday, okay? Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for your likes, your comments, your shares, your subscribes. I will see you on Thursday. We'll see you later, alligator. Peace out. Bye.